In this video, we're going to take a look at an Amazon affiliate website, a real life example. You'll also be able to get about 1,000 keywords for this website. If you head over to nichesiteproject.com/YouTube keywords, you'll be able to get all of these keywords for this site, plus several others. So in total, it's over 15,000 keywords. And again, they're actually profitable keywords that you can use on your own or just use them for research. So let's get to the video. Okay, I think we're recording now. My name is Doug Cunnington. I'm from Niche Site Project, and we're taking a look at different Amazon affiliate sites. This one is carseatanswers.com. So what we'll do is just kind of take a look at the site. We'll look at some of the reviews, and I'm going to tear it down. So quickly, we'll take a look at the critical stats. A lot of these I obtained from SEMrush, others from an add-on or website called SimilarWeb. So we'll go through those stats right now. We can take a quick look, and I can tell you that the site was founded, that's registered in June 2013, and then there are about 5,000 keywords that are ranking in the top 100. So that's pretty reasonable, and I would say they probably get some traffic. Now, the interesting part is the number of visitors is a huge estimate, right? So SEMrush says it's about 4,600, and similar websites it's about 16,000, which I think that range is enormous, but regardless, they probably are getting some traffic through long tails and just the fact that they rank for like 5,000 words in the top 100. So that means something. We could also look at the engagement, and it looks like overall people spend a little over a minute and a third there, and they are clicking on a few pages, over 2 pages per visitor, which is pretty significant for a site like this, which we could take a look at right away. So off the bat, I mean, it looks like a site that I would want to visit, right? It's super clean. It's an easy to look at logo. There's white space. It's just not too crowded, and it looks sort of like a modern website. It actually reminds me of some of those top 10 websites, like top 10 reviews or something like that, in that is pretty clean. And there's some nice, images here. I notice it's 2017 right now, by the way, and they have 2016 in the title. So they're not necessarily keeping it up to date. I can tell you I have a few sites that I know haven't updated all the dates on mine, so it happens. So next we can see on the home page here, they have a pretty decent amount of content. They're obviously targeting, best convertible car seats, and that's why they have all this content here. Nowadays, I think the best niche sites have more of a landing type page where maybe there's links to some of the top resources or top pages that you want to guide the visitor to. But most of the time, people are going to end up on a specific page that's targeting a specific keyword. In this case, it happens to be the home page, and this is kind of how people were building sites, I would say, in like 2013 when the site was founded. So it looks like they stuck with the model and they haven't really changed it. Okay, so we see they actually use what I call the FAQ method, and they're just asking questions through here. And this is a super awesome way to create content, by the way. So these are questions that people ask, and not only that, for example, I don't have children, so I don't really know anything about car seats, like nothing at all. So I would ask these type of questions. What is a convertible car seat? What age are convertible car seats appropriate for? Do I need a separate infant seat? And so on and so forth. These are exactly the kind of questions I would ask, because turns out I don't know anything about car seats. So they do a good job with that. Next is I see they link to different resources, to authority sites. So this is a .gov site that it links out to. They link to their products that they're trying to push. So this is an Amazon link right here. That's an Amazon link. These are all Amazon links here. So the one thing, I kind of would like to see on here, because they're, making this an affiliate page. So number one, I wouldn't put an affiliate page on my homepage, or affiliate content on my homepage. I would sort of have it as a landing type page. So that's what I do nowadays, right? Next, there's like no way to get to Amazon until you scroll down to here. All right, so that's like almost to the very like bottom of the page. You can see it's pretty far down. So that's kind of not the best practice, right? So maybe they don't have a lot of people landing on this page, but I would have a call to action early, make it really easy for people to get to Amazon quickly. Okay, so let's look at the comparison chart. Charts are very popular in Amazon affiliate type sites. They have it's a pretty good table, right? So they have information in here, which is good. They allow you to sort, which is nice. The thing that's a little there's not much information that's like, I don't know, decipher. I guess I'm not sure if this is helpful information or not. Again, I don't know anything about car seats, so I'm not sure if it's super helpful, because most likely I'm interested in like how safe it is, or if it'll fit my child. So maybe the weightage tells us something. So I guess that's useful now that I'm talking about it. One thing that I do sort of like here is they don't have any images. So if I wanted to see an image, I would like have to click one of these and go to Amazon. Each one of these is an Amazon link, by the way, in this model area. The brand goes to an internal page here. So, but I like that they don't have an image in here, because it creates curiosity. What I would like to see is, right underneath or somewhere here, I would like there to be a, see image on Amazon, or see image, click here, so that people are, not only they're curious about what it looks like, they also have a way, which is spelled out to them very specifically, that if they want to see a picture, they should click here. That's the sort of thing I would want to see. Alternatively, on the other page, we saw that there wasn't really a way to get to Amazon quickly. In contrast, there's like a million ways to get to Amazon through all these links here. And and they actually have a comparison chart key here, so they tell you what each of the things are. So I was sort of confused earlier, because I didn't know what any of that meant, but here they spell it out for you, which is really cool. It may be nice to say click here to see a key or something like that. Again, one shouldn't assume that a person knows how to use your website, and to spell it out really specifically. Further, a lot of people actually they use their phone or their tablet, and they may not scroll all the way down. They may look at this, see the table, and think, what the hell does all this mean? And then they never get down to this area here. Overall, it seems pretty good, and I would maybe add like a full-on guide. Maybe this is in the resources section. And you know what? One thing, I bet there's a lot of affiliate links on this page for the amount of content. So I'm going to guess they no index this page. We'll look in the meta. No, why directory? Oh, yeah, I'm not 100% sure where it's at. Let's see if we see it in here. If it's just something easy to see, like no index. Okay, it must be something else. Maybe that's what this stuff is. No, I don't know what that means, but the whole point here is there's so many affiliate links on here. Google doesn't necessarily like a page that has so many affiliate links and such a small amount of content. So my gut says they no index this page. In fact, if you, I don't know what the threshold is, but if you have too many links, too many affiliate links, then Google will actually like sort of not penalize, but they won't rank your page as high. If you remove some of the links, they'll move it back up to, you know, maybe where it should be. Okay, so let's move on and let's take a look at the resources. Okay, so this is kind of like where people may end up through like Google searches, right? So they're looking for best travel car seat, and then they get right into it. So right off the bat, it's like this content is so short. This is awful, right? I mean, there's only a few, maybe 100 words here. There's not much at all. So this is pretty bad. Additionally, there's a couple links here, but there's nothing up high. Sorry, I got a cough here. Get some water. So it's a little rough, just overall. All right, let's take a look at actually one more of these resources. So best convertible car seat for a small car. They show a picture of a small car. That's nice. And again, we see the very short content. So and I'm just going to arbitrarily click on one more. So this one's a little bit longer. These are high-end seats. That's the category. So this is sort of a standard model of like the perfect Amazon review, where they have a little bit of a guide, super short though, and then they have links over to Amazon. This is actually a pretty bad implementation. So it's short for the first issue. The other part is they only have links on the images. It's fine to have links on the images, but one should also have links within the text. In fact, my text links convert at a much higher rate, much higher rate than my images. And the other part is to have like a call to action, usually in some sort of contrasting color. Some people like to use buttons. It's good to test to see if buttons work better than the text. For me, text seems to work better than buttons, and I just keep it simple. It's a little bit easier to even just put in a text link versus a button link. Yeah, so this is a kind of a poor implementation, and I would say more content, and then links within the text, and then maybe even captions on the images, just to give people another thing to look at. However, I will say I like the clean look of the site, so I do appreciate that. So one other thing that I'll note here before we end this one is they have a pretty good silo structure here. So they deliberately built this site out. They have brands here, and then each one of the brands I expect we'll be able to see several of. Okay, so I was hoping to see like links to the specific reviews, but they actually just put links to these products. So that's a little weak. Let's look at Eddie Bauer real quick here. So Eddie Bauer. Okay, so here's a review. Okay, so they kind of did what they were supposed to. So they have a review of this Eddie Bauer seat. So we click there, and it gets to the Eddie Bauer review for this XRS65. There are a few text links over to Amazon, so that's good, and the images one also, so that's nice. They have some nice information about each of the features and benefits, which is good. It is actually a longer review. Again, I like the way the site looks. They did a good job with it, and I appreciate the fact that it's a clean looking site. They even have pros and cons. So overall, this is a pretty good review, and then they have a call to action here. So it's good to have this here. I would also put it like all the way at the top, like put one right here, because some people just want to scroll. They see a lot of stars, and then they'll want to click over to Amazon. So my take is just make it easy for people to do that. let them get over to Amazon as early as possible. Next, we'll just take a quick look at the About page. I do like that they mentioned that they indicate some sort of expertise in the sort of topic of car seats. He has 2 daughters. It's a dad, right? That's a little more powerful than just a random guy. Like if I was saying, oh, I I have this site. I'm really interested in helping people get safe car seats for their children. By the way, I don't have any kids. Well, I wouldn't really trust my opinions on that. I am, however, like a big coffee drinker, right? So I drink coffee. Like maybe that I could be an expert in that, but you really wouldn't want to take my advice on car seats because I admittedly have no idea about car seats. So anyway, that goes to say if you can create some credibility around the persona for the topic of the website, it goes a really long way. And it may not be, it may not impact rankings or something like that, but it can change your conversion rate on your site because people can trust what you're actually saying. So, okay, I think that covers it for this site. There's a bunch more in this series, so be sure to take a look at this, I guess playlist of all these examples. Additionally, you can get the keywords, like 1,000 keywords for this specific site, plus about 16 others at least. So there's a bunch of keywords you can get over at my site, and I'll tell you how to get those in just a second. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Thanks. Okay, so don't forget to go grab the keywords. Like I said, you can get about 15,000 total. You'll also get a bunch of other tips and tricks for running a niche site, productivity, project management, scaling your business, all sorts of stuff. So head over to nichesiteproject.com/YouTube keywords to get all your free goodies. Thanks.